Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gabriel, coming at you straight from Queens, New York, and today we are not going to be having our Sunday night weekly talk like we usually do on Sunday nights. We are going to simply have a commentary video on Tom MacDonald's newest hit viral song called Snowflakes. This is not a reaction, this is a commentary. I've already listened to the song a couple of times. I've already seen a couple of other people do reactions to it, and I know for a fact that Tom made a post not too long ago talking about how he noticed a huge decline in the reach that the song was having, whereas he was getting millions of views in a very short amount of time. He is now it just dropped down to like a couple 100,000. I think my son was in the background there trying to spy on daddy. But anywho, we are going to sit here, relax. I'm going to commentate on a couple points that he makes because you have to, right? This is a Tom MacDonald video. It's very political, it's very social, it's very cultural. So yeah, let's go ahead and check it out.
If you lie to the government, they'll put you in prison. But when they lie to all of us, it's called being a politician. You think taking guns away will save our kids from the killings, but you're pro-choice, abortion kills way more children. If America's so terrible and racist, it probably isn't safe to encourage immigration. Just saying, all the contradictions are embarrassing. You know who hates America the most? Americans.
Facts, just straight facts, just straight out the rip. You have just the hypocritical politicians always lying. It doesn't matter which side is on, Democratic or Republic, they all lie. They all sell you snake oil. You have the people who are so saying that they want to ban guns because guns take lives. It's all about the lives. You want to save the lives, right? Certain lives matter, other lives don't matter, but then it's like these are the same people who are trying to push who are anti any form of restriction on abortion, right? It's all the way up to the 9th month. If the doctor and the mother say that it's okay to abort a baby at 9 months at the end of the pregnancy, then so be it, and it's so hypocritical that you can just claim that you care about lives, but when it comes to human babies that are still in the mother's womb, they're not considered alive. They're not considered something worth saving, apparently. And the whole other thing, and then the very next one with the immigration issue, and that hit home for me because I am an immigrant, right? I have a green card. It's so bullshit. It's just an incredible amount of bullshit when it comes from all the people that are screaming about how racist and sexist and transphobic and homophobic the United States is, but at the same time they're talking about open the borders, let people come in if they want to come in. There shouldn't be any borders, right? And it's like, you want people to come to a country where they're going to be hated on for being Latino, for being gay, or for being a woman. You want people to come to that country? Like, really? Something doesn't connect there,
Trigger warnings used to be on TV for seizures. You know who hates America the most? Americans. Trigger warnings used to be on TV for seizures, and now they're everywhere to protect millennials' feelings. He, she, his, him, hers, them, they. Screw a pronoun, cause everyone's a retard these days. I hear him preaching at the protest that hatred's the problem, but hating straight men, white folks, and Christians is common. Coca-Cola telling people they should be less white. They preach intolerance, but if you disagree, they fight.
Another just straight facts off the rip. You have... Go to bed. You have Blair White there making a cameo on the part where he's talking about the pronouns, and it's telling because Blair White is a transgender individual. She was born male and is now obviously presenting female. So, dude, there's no reason for the vitriol. right? And the people that are virtue signaling the most, they're the ones that get violent first whenever somebody disagrees with them. They're the ones that call you Uncle Tom or house N-word or coon, etc. Like they're the first ones to resort to the racial slurs. They're the first ones to resort to your immigration status as a form of degrading you, as a form of attacking you. They're the first ones to do it. The ones that are the most adamant. I'm talking about the BLMs, the Antifa, all of these white liberals on college campuses. Just left. The overwhelming majority of leftist politicians, they're the first ones. They're the first ones to say some ridiculous nonsense. Like, just look at Joe Biden, for example. Man, he is gaffing left, right, and center, just saying all types of crazy nonsense about how black people don't know how to get a voter ID, don't know how to get an attorney or an accountant. Like, come on, dude.
There's a race war here, elections based on fear. Black lives only matter once every 4 years. Soldiers died for this country and every one of us benefits. Give welfare to the bums and forget about the veterans. Black folks and white folks divided by the news, but we are all the same. We are red, white, and blue. Ashamed to be American? Okay, that's cool. Cause honestly, we are all ashamed of you too.
Y'all are so fake, oh no. The forecast said that there'd be snowflakes. Whoa. You can make us see it your way, no way. Gasoline and propane, more flames. Oh no, no more snowflakes.
They set us up to fail, that's what they built the system for. Put an ammunition shop across the street from a liquor store. Empowering women used to be different than this before. The role models got OnlyFans or dance on a stripper pole.
Facts, just straight. It's just a stream of consciousness of just reality. This isn't an opinion. This is what is currently happening in the world, right? Because a lot of people, when you show them a music video like this, or any talking points like this, like a Thomas Sowell video or a Brandon Tatum video, or like a Candace Owens video, a Ben Shapiro video, when you bring up these people that are making these points, right, they just say, oh, that's just their opinion, that's just how they feel. And it's like, these are not feelings. This is a representation of the state of reality in the United States, right? I mean, you can't really just it's true. It is true. The role models nowadays are absolute trash, especially it goes along with the whole feminist movement, where for some reason, somewhere along the lines, the feminist movement just decided to make femininity something worth destroying, right? The feminist movement is currently trying to destroy femininity. They want women to behave like men. They want women to take on the masculine role, but then they want to blame men for that. Right, the feminist movement is pushing women towards more masculine traits, but while at the same time blaming men for how unhappy and how miserable women are fulfilling those masculine roles. But it is what it is.
Empowering women used to be different than this before. The role models got OnlyFans or dance on a stripper pole. Screw it, I ain't tripping, I don't mean to be mean, but if our children are the future, then our future is bleak. They take an Adderall to focus, hit McDonald's to eat. They're addicted to phones and they take Xanax to sleep. They blurred the lines to...
Right. That part about the children is true. Again, it's just facts. The thing is that all of those issues that he mentioned, they come from the parents. Right, the parents are too lazy to cook a meal for their kids at home, right? So they get the McDonald's. The parents don't want to deal with the reality that kids are energetic, so they give them these pills so that they could concentrate, right? So they kill the spirit and energy of children, right? They give him sleep medication to make the kids go to sleep faster. I mean, you saw my son not too long ago, right there. They get up, they walk. It's 1 a.m, but he listens. I told him to go to bed, and he's probably laying on the couch on the other side of the curtain, to be honest. But he listens, but they get up. They have energy. You have to roll with it. You don't just drug your kids up so that you can have it easier. Parenting is not supposed to be easy. It's not easy. You know, it shows you the lack of social responsibility that has been taught and pushed in the last couple of generations in the United States.
Hit McDonald's to eat. They're addicted to phones and they take Xanax to sleep. They blurred the lines dividing communism and democracy. In 2021 we paint the patriots as Nazis. The men playing women's sports get trophies for winning. Like, great, let's celebrate a man for beating some women. If you're black, your life matters, you're supposed to embrace it. If you're rich or you're smart, then you're probably Asian. If you're gay, then you're brave, all of that I'm okay with. But if you're white, the stereotype is you are a racist. Blaming capitalism like that's the reason things are tough, while you tweet from an iPhone and sip on a Starbucks.
Hypocrites. It's the a lot of these people that are claiming to stand for justice, for social justice, they're hypocrites. You know, you have so many, the OK Boomer girl, you know, she's pro socialists and AOC socialism, right? And Bernie Sanders, all these people, yeah, it's all right. Give up your mouth. Why do you own so many homes? Multi-million-dollar homes. Why? The Black Lives Matter co-founder that recently left Black Lives Matter. Why? Oh, because she was being investigated because of the millions of dollars that she spent on buying homes in rich white neighborhoods for herself. Right? Okay, sure. Nobody is blaming these people for being rich. Nobody is saying that they shouldn't do this. But what we are saying is that these people have been preaching a movement, a belief that contradicts their lifestyle. They do not live what they preach. They are hypocrites. That is the definition of hypocrites, is saying one thing and doing the opposite. That's what AOC does. That's what Biden does. That's what Black Lives Matter does. That's what all of these people do. They say one thing and preach the opposite. I mean, they do one thing and preach the opposite.
You're supporting what you stand against, you don't think you are, but a Percocet addict don't donate money to pharma. Damn, dog, we're all afraid to speak the truth, and the more afraid we get, the more we hate the ones who do. You're ashamed to be American? Okay, that's cool, because honestly, we are all ashamed of you too.
That point right there that he made about before the hook, where more people are becoming afraid to speak the truth, and because of that fear, they then hate the ones who do, because at the end of the day, it is envy, right? They feel like, why don't I have that freedom? So you are just flaunting that freedom, saying whatever you want. You're evil because I can't do that, right? Because you don't have the bravery to do that. So then you need to shut down anybody else who has that bravery. It's disgusting behavior. It's the opposite of noble. It's the opposite of righteous, of good. This is disgusting. And it's worse when it's the people who are preaching that they're here for social justice. They're the first ones to hate on somebody that is speaking. I mean, you can just look at almost any conservative or right-leaning Spanish or black or any non-white creator on YouTube or on any platform, Facebook, etc. Right? When they speak and they make their points, how does the left react to them? The very first thing that they do is insults, just straight insults, right? Some of them try to engage, but a lot of those people also just resort straight to insults, right? Oh, you're a coon, you're Uncle Tom, etc. They resort to racism, they resort to classism, they resort to sexism as soon as they get the chance. As soon as they cannot prove the content creator wrong, they resort to those insults, right? These social justice warriors.
Y'all are so fake. Oh no, the forecast said that there'd be snowflakes. Whoa, you can make us see it your way. No way. Gas gasoline and propane. More flames, oh no, no more snowflakes.
We can all get along, but there's no stopping. Everybody's wrong, that's the real problem. They don't wanna hear it, but they still talking. Soon enough, we running out of options. This ain't gonna end till it's in the coffin. We ain't gonna be friends till we try to squash it. I don't know how we can make amends or we drop it. Snowflakes melt when it's hot, kid.
Y'all are so fake, oh no. The forecast said that there'd be snowflakes. Whoa, you can make us see it your way. No way, gasoline and propane. More flames, oh no, no more snowflakes.
Run away, quick! The purge is coming. Yeah, that's Tom MacDonald, bro, right there. Look at this. Look at his ratio. Look at this ratio. That's a. He has over a 10% like ratio, and like a point, like a 0.3 dislike ratio, something like that. That's ridiculous, dude. I mean, this. Okay, so it's just gonna. I wasn't trying to let it play, but hey, "Clown" was another great song by Tom MacDonald. Just drop these likes here on Tom MacDonald, like, cause you know they don't run out, they're free. And we're not gonna react to "Clown." Where we was just here for Snowflakes, and it's funny how a white Canadian rapper, that lives in the States, is able to speak more truth than people that live in the people that were born in the United States, right? Because and this music genre is rap, right? And at least in New York, one of the biggest stations that covers hip hop and rap is the Breakfast Club, right? It's Power 105.7 or something like that. They're not gonna cover Tom. They're not, right? They're all about rap. They all about hip hop and what's trending in the music sphere. Tom is I think he's like what, like I mean, the video right there, just he's number 4 trending on YouTube. I'm pretty sure he was number 1 at some point. And there is no real world where artists are getting the coverage that they deserve, where Tom isn't on every single rap radio station being at least talked about. That world doesn't exist. But the world that we live in is one where the music industry and the DJs on the radio are controlled by and paid for by the powers that be, right? By the labels, by the record labels. Tom is without label. Tom is completely independent. The producer, Nova Rockefeller, is his girlfriend. They're both artists. They both help each other. They make their own stuff. They write their own stuff. They shoot their own stuff. They own everything. Everything that you just saw is their property. There is nothing in that video that doesn't belong to them, including the video itself, including the music itself, including the lyrics themselves. So a world where somebody gets everything, all the recognition that they deserve, is a world where Tom MacDonald is the number 1 rap artist trending worldwide. But we constantly see them trying to throttle him, trying to blacklist him, trying to shadow ban him. It's a shame, because that action of targeting him is a result of fear, is a result of hate. It is not from a place of goodness that his content isn't reaching, and it's doing great. I mean, you can see right here. It's 8 million views for Dear Slim, 3.2 million views for Snowflake, 2.7. I mean, we're in the millions every single time, and they just keep going up. Right? That's with throttling. That's with blacklisting. That's with shadow banning. Him specifically, his music specifically. So, take that as you will. But anywho, thanks for watching. That's all I got to say for this one. Catch you in the next one.